Hi there, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. So today I'm doing another Crypto Passive Income 2020 update video. This is episode 19. As always, links to all the previous episodes will be in the description below. But as usual, what we're going to do today, we'll start by going through all the revenue for this last update. So that's all revenue generated over the last 2 weeks. And then I'm going to go back and we'll talk about kind of changes to allocations of coins, stuff that I'm moving around and stuff like that. So let's start by having a look at the figures. Now this last 2 week update, nothing for BlockFi and Ledden because it didn't cover the beginning of a month. So the next update in 2 weeks time will have all our revenue coming in from BlockFi and Ledden, and that is now a substantial part of the kind of revenue, more so than at any point so far this year. You can see here 3.5 Bitcoin in Ledden, 2.2 in BlockFi, 20 Ethereum in BlockFi. But moving down to the crypto.com interest accounts, we've got $6.29 from Ethereum, nothing for our BTC. We've got rid of that. That's the last 3-month lockup for that completed, I think probably in the last update or the one before that. I've just left that in for completeness for now. Our Link interest account, $8.43, and then our 2 CRO. So CRO, this is the flexible one now. I did make a bit of a mistake here. After the last syndicate event I participated in, I withdrew all my excess CRO from the exchange, but I forgot to tie it up into a flexible term on the app. So I only just started that a few days ago, just before about 4 days ago, something like that. So we haven't got as much as usual in our regular flexible one. This is the flexible one earning 12%, but the exchange here, you can see here the EX, this is our 10,278, which is locked up in the exchange, and this is paying 20% APY, so that's $12.71 for that. So this figure will increase in the next update because we'll have been tied up for an entire time. As I've mentioned in a slightly different video, the one about the syndicate, I'm not going to be participate in any more syndicate events. The one for this week was obviously postponed because of all the outages and the downtime on the exchange, but we'll talk about that in our crypto news video on Friday. So that's it for the crypto.com interest accounts. Moving on to Celsius, $23.07 for our BTC loan, $4.49 for USDT, so that's Tether, $3.89 for Ethereum, 44 cents for basic attention token, and $1.79 for our Celsius. So this is interest earned on the previous Celsius that we've earned from the other accounts, and we've been paid out, apart from USDT, we've been paid out in Celsius for every single one of these loans. So the first figure here is the actual sort of base currency for the loan, so that's BTC, Ethereum, BAT, and then CEL is what we're getting paid out in. And Celsius token has had a really nice run up actually in the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks. Up, I think even today, another 10%, 8%, something like that. So it's had a really nice kind of run up, which by the end of the year, because we're holding on to all these tokens, I hopefully will benefit us. And then moving on to Nexo, 58 cents from our Litecoin loan, nothing for BTC. We got rid of that one quite a while ago now, a few weeks ago. Our Stellar, 62 cents, and finally Link, $1.28. And then moving on to the other revenue streams, we've got our staking coins here, 53 cents for NeoGas, $6.58 for Icon, $4.69 for Cardano, and finally 38 cents for Tezos. Our secure nodes, this is our 2 Horizon secure nodes, $3.44. Referral revenue, nice little update here. We got some BlockFi referral revenue. Now that used to come in the first of the month, but I think they potentially are paying out twice a month now. One comes in at the beginning, one comes in the middle of the month, but we got a bit of revenue from that, and then some from Celsius as well. So $250.79, $3.24 from Library. The price of Library's been declining quite substantially over the last couple of weeks, but still got $3.24 at today's price, and then $23.14 from YouTube. So grand total this update of $358.39 so far this year, just shy of $5,500. Excuse me. And if we jump onto the graph now, this may look like we're massively down on where we have been previously, but don't forget the 18 and 16 updates here covered the beginning of the month where we get most of our interest payments, and the 17th update, so this one here was that slight anomaly where we got 25,000 library tokens, which back then was worth about $800 kind of dollars almost. So that's why this figure was pretty high. Now compared to so this is an update that doesn't include obviously our beginning of the month BlockFi and Leaden payouts. We did get a nice chunk of referral revenue, but that's to be compared to these ones here. So we got like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then I think it was 15, 17 and 19. So these are all the ones that are the sort of in between kind of updates. So compared to those, apart from this slight anomaly here, we got that massive payout from library. Still really nice. We're up where we are. I think only week 13 is the only other one that's been comparable in terms of revenue for sort of like mid-month update. And then if we look at the total revenue, you can see here we're increasing. We've flattened off the last kind of couple of updates, but a nice kind of upward kind of trend over the year to date. Now jumping back and having a look at some of these coins. If we look at the totals now, you can see, as I mentioned here, up to 3.5 BTC in Leaden. Now we've got another half actually in there, B2X. I'm doing an experiment with the B2X. This is where you can put in your Bitcoin and they will lend you, basically it's like a crypto loan that allows you to double your Bitcoin. So it's kind of leveraging what we have. And I put half a Bitcoin into that to leverage it up to 1. Excuse me again, and we will be running that probably for, I imagine that will run for about 4 to 6 months before we complete that and see what we can get out of that. BlockFi, I've removed a little bit from the BlockFi BTC. As I mentioned in the last update, the premium rate, which is 6% for BTC, only now eligible for the first 2.5 Bitcoin in the account, and we were 3.1, something like that. So I've knocked this down to under 2.5, and as and when it goes back over 2.5 rather, we'll probably be moving some out of that and into something like Leaden, which pays fractionally more and is unlimited amount of Bitcoin. This is locked in till the end of the year, so 6.5% on Leaden, 6% on BlockFi for BTC. But this is only up to 2.5, so be careful if you do have a lot of Bitcoin on BlockFi, your rates will be dropping. The other thing to mention is Celsius. So a big increase in the price of Ethereum, or the rates for Ethereum on Celsius, over 6% now. So I will be undoubtedly moving some coins over to Celsius. Now previously we had 10 Ethereum in crypto.com. Now when this 3-month lockup ends, I'll be moving that over. Now I intended at the time either to put it into BlockFi or Leaden if they had enabled Ethereum interest accounts by the time this actually kind of completed. And it's going to be a good few weeks, I think, till this one kind of completes. But looking at the kind of rates, I think I'll be moving that over to Celsius. So boosting up this 3 Ethereum, so we'll have 13 there. Might even look to move a few over from kind of BlockFi, so I've got them more evenly distributed between the kind of platforms. Might move 10 over from BlockFi to Celsius as well to take advantage of that increase in kind of rates. Everything else pretty stable at the moment. I'm just waiting for Ethereum and Link, these 3-month tie-ups, to complete. I think the Link one actually finishes in the next couple of weeks, so we might see a change in the next update, the update video, and I will be moving that link away from crypto.com onto another platform, potentially kind of Nexo, but we'll have a look and see what the interest rates are like in the next few weeks with other platforms as well. So that's it for this update. Thanks very much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments below. If you want anything kind of covered or anything isn't clear, let me know. Send me a comment, send me a kind of message, and I'll do my best to kind of make it clear in future videos. But thanks very much for watching. As always, I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video, but until then, have a great day. Bye bye.